ABC 7 News reporter Suzanne Fawn has been on the fire lines for some time. She's in the Keller Avenue area in one of the neighborhoods. What's happening there, Suzanne?
So Dan and Alma, things are much calmer now. Earlier, things were quite tense. To my right, there was a man on the rooftop spraying his roof, and then to my left, there were so many people just scrambling to get out of their homes. Right now, you can see lots of vehicles making a U-turn here. We are at Keller and Greenberg, and this area here remains evacuated. Many of the people, of the 500 people who had to evacuate, lived on this street, Greenberg Street, where there are all these apartments. In the distance, you can see a lot of smoke still, and that hillside completely charred and blackened. A lot of that area obviously burned, and so it got so close to these apartments, people were scrambling out of here. I want to let you know that we spoke to a man who I talked to just a short while ago, and this is what he said when he arrived here about evacuating.
Yeah, I'm a little devastated. I hear some houses are burned. Hopefully nobody's been hurt or anything, but
It looks pretty scary, like it got really close to your apartment.
I'm glad it didn't make it. The wind blew it the other way. It was coming this way, but the wind ended up blowing it that way.
And again, there were 500 people evacuated. That man in the orange shirt that we spoke to was one of them. He lives in one apartment, his aunt lives in the other apartment, and fortunately, their apartments here on Greenberg are fine. We should mention that of all the evacuations, nobody was hurt, fortunately. Now, coming up at 6, we spoke to a woman who claims that the fire started right across the street from her home. She was at home, working from home with her family when she said people came running in, yelling for her to get out. She came outside, saw the flames in the bushes, and then she saw a patch of grass burning right in front of her home. She hopped in her car and got out. We'll have more on that coming up at 6. That's the latest live here. We'll send it right back to you.
Thanks, Suzanne. That's so intense. That's just how quickly this thing started in these dry conditions. That was the big fear. It spread very quickly today.
Yes, and like that woman, people had to just get out. Now,